Hi everyone, welcome back to If My Heart Had Wings, episode 7, where Kotori just found out that Aoi was hiding in the kitchen all along, even though she had her pet duck hat protect her and make sure that Aoi isn't hiding anywhere. In episode 6, we also know that Kotori has a lot of problems. The biggest problem is that she skips school on a regular basis, and it's making all of her classmates concerned, including Ageha, Aoi's childhood friend, and I think they know why, but for time being, let's see how Kotori reacts now that she found out about Aoi hiding in the kitchen. Whoa! So Kotori's scream pierced from my right ear and out my left. Wait, what are you doing here? So I wonder if Aoi just got up and she noticed something fishy. Well, I was here before you were. I don't think she believes it. So her mouth was open in shock as she looked at Hat. Hat. Quack. Well, I guess it's no good sending a duck to scout the place out then. Even if he was able to completely grasp what his responsibility was, there's no way he could convey the message. Kotori seemed ashamed and looked away. So I think she's kind of upset that, Hat, you didn't do a good job protecting me from this guy. Well, Aoi just tells her, so I'm sorry I surprised you. You were sneaking around, so I wonder what you were doing. I didn't mean to spoil her personal enjoyment, though. Oh, her, eating the huge bucket of ice cream. So I wonder what she's thinking about, because she's not making sense. I don't know why I always being mean, in a sense. I went back to the kitchen to get things ready for dinner. And Kotori's face seemed to say, now it's only tastes half as good, as she sulkily finishes the ice cream. But then again, you can't eat so much ice cream, because the flavor goes away if you eat so much of it. So I was like asking the main question, so why are you taking time off school then? I think that's a lie. I think she got cold because she ate so much ice cream and it messed her body up. Yeah, she is lying. I think she's trying to hide the real reason why she's cutting class. Okay, so it's like, why would someone who have a cold still eat ice cream? Even a whole bucket. No, I'm the dorm mother, so I have to make sure the boarding students have the right kind of lifestyle.
寮母と認めた覚えはないわ。
So yeah, so she's not happy with the fact that he's the dorm mother.
大体男なのに寮母っておかしいじゃない。
And I think she's the most critical of all the girls that are here. She went to the trouble of turning around so that she could point at me. Well, if you want me to call me the dorm father, then that's fine by me. So Kotori turned back around and went back to enjoying her ice cream. Well, if you weren't at school, then where were you then? I softened my tone as I asked her.
あなたには関係ない。
Did you go back to the Windmill Hill again? So she's hoping that Ayo would go away and leave her alone. Yeah, it's got something to do with me, right? I think she knows that Ayo is going to go to the same school as she is, so she's cutting class in an attempt to avoid seeing or being with him.
だから私はあなたを寮母だなんて。
Well, I don't mean that. So she's trying to avoid me at all costs. Well, yesterday, if I hadn't been passing by, where would you be right now? I think she forgot about what happened in episode 1. If you're not careful in a place like that, then maybe nobody would have come. If you can't move your wheelchair, what would you have done by yourself?
それは。
So we also know though that she left her phone at the manor, so she couldn't call anyone. And she had to rely on using the paper plane or the SOS plane to save her. Do you still think it's got nothing to do with me? I'm not accusing her of anything. That's why I try to speak as gently as possible, so not to sound too harsh. However, I showed her how serious I was.
だからお礼言ったでしょ。この私がお礼言うなんてすごく珍しいことなんだから。
I think Kotori's starting to open up.
本当よ。オオサンショウウオくらい希少なのよ。逆に感謝してほしいくらいだわ。
Why should he be thanking her? So are you proud of that? If you think that people would be happy because it's so rare, you're severely mistaken. So Kotori seemed daunted by this sound argument, but she put down the spoon and started thinking seriously.
でも私こんなだから何もできない。
Okay, so I think she's psychologically not feeling well, because if she's like how come this wheelchair limits how I can move around?
アイス食べる？高いやつよ。
By the way, do you want some of the ice cream? It's really expensive. No. I don't. I'm okay. I sound a little bit mean, but so did Kotori. Oh, so I spent all this money on the ice cream, so why don't you share some of it? So her cheeks were quivering as she desperately tried to hold it back. Hey, I'm sorry, but I was joking, but don't make that face.
別に普通だもん。
That's alright, see? You look okay, you're fine.
ガーガー。
And Hat seems to understand what's going on. So Hat quacked as though he was trying to cheer Kotori up. I wouldn't tell you to say thank you, wouldn't I? It's just that, if you go out without telling anyone where you're going, it's kind of dangerous. You know? I wonder how much connection she has with the rest of the dorm mates, cause, we do know from Kanako that, Kotori's, quite detached from the rest of the people.
わかるけど、わかりたくない。わかるわけにはいかないの。
Somehow that's what the look on her face said. So she put the spoon down and went to leave the dining hall. So where are we gonna go now?
顔洗ってくるの。アイスで口の周りがベタベタするから。
Look, I think it's best to give Kotori some personal time because she's not happy with all the things that she's been through. So she closed the notebook and put it on her lap. And then a piece of paper fell from the notebook. I wonder if it's something very important. Oh, you dropped something. She just kind of ignored them and just left the dining hall. And then Hat went after her. So as the sound of the wheelchair grew further and further away, I let out a big sigh. Maybe I said too much. It's just that I was really worried about her. I don't know anything about what's going on with Kotori, so perhaps it was unnecessary interfering. So I think he kind of remembers what happened earlier today. Yeah, so she wore her uniform. However, she was wearing her own clothes yesterday as she went to Windmill Hill. So could it be that she was planning on going to school? That's possible, isn't it? As I thought of it, I felt like my mood lightened a little and I picked up the piece of paper that she had dropped. For a moment, I couldn't believe my eyes. So I wonder what's on the paper. It was a notice for withdrawal from the school. So I kind of have a feeling that Kotori was planning on quitting.
元気出しなって葵くん。
I have a feeling that the reason Kotori wanted to quit was because Keifu Academy was inaccessible to her, and even though it's built with wheelchair accessibility in mind, it's probably too far away, and Kotori pretty much travels on her own to that school without any support, and every time she goes there, it's a long way with no support, and what happened was that she probably was going to school, and then the wheelchair just got a flat tire, and she got stuck. And I think Kotori feels like, well, this school's not perfect for me because it's located in a very inconvenient location that I can't access. So I think that kind of explains why she's been absent for quite a long time. And now she's thinking about quitting the school once and for all. I think she maybe want to find another place that's more appropriate for her. And I always concerned because, like, well, as the dorm mother, I have to make sure all the dorm mates are, well. And as he's in deep thought through dinner, it looks like Kanako's like, "Hey, cheer up, Aoi." I was depressed while I was cleaning up after dinner, and Kanako came to comfort me. Why? Why did everybody leave so much uneaten?
ちゃんと美味しかったよ。
Well, it was really tasty though. So I think it's only been like the second day and the girls are still not comfortable being around with Aoi yet. And they still haven't recognized him as the dorm mother. Well, for tonight's dinner, Kanako was the only one who ate everything. Without exception, everybody has left something uneaten. Tomorrow I'll make some more tasty food, so tasty that nobody will leave anything uneaten. I felt renewed determination in that, and then the duck came waddling down into the dining hall. Oh, hello, Senior Hat. Oh. Okay, so why don't you give something for the duck? The duck wants to eat something as well. There's some vegetables left over. Okay, that'll do. So Kanako took the leftover vegetables and fed it to Hat. Is this duck her pet? Are you even allowed to have pets here? No, he's not a pet. And Hat confirms.
私がここに来る前から住み着いてたの。誰がいつどうして持ち込んだのかは不明。だからハット先輩。
Okay, so Hat's been here for quite a while, and that's why Kanako calls Hat Senior Hat. So it must have been the owner's pet, not Kotori's pet. But I think Hat knows what's going on and is looking for someone to help Kotori.
それが違うんだって。いつの間にかいたって言ってたよ。
Wait, so Hat appeared out of nowhere. That's interesting.
だからペットっていうより同居してる感じかな。
Interesting. So Kotori also called him a housemate. That's kind of mystery. So I wonder what Hat's origin is. Okay, so Kanako is finished.
さてと、一っ風呂浴びるかな。
Okay. Hey, don't go walking around in your underwear again.
なんでよ。いいじゃん、夏なんだし。
Well, that doesn't give an excuse to do it.
ケチ。
Because Kanako's gone. So why does everyone have to insult me just before they left? Or they leave? I felt a little hurt as I cleaned up the dishes. And it looks like Kotori is still, somewhere. So I think she was eavesdropping about the conversation. But there was nothing about Kotori, it was just about Hat. Or maybe she wanted to talk to Aoi personally. Or privately. She doesn't seem to get along well with her, so maybe she was waiting for her to leave. I thought she might have come to have dinner, but she appeared to be looking for something else. I think there was the withdrawal letter. She's looking under the table. Hey, Hat, you're in the way. She went round the table once and then came past the counter in front of me. So I think he's trying to hide the fact that he saw that withdrawal letter, and I don't think he wants her to issue it. He wants to seek a better solution. But Kotori thinks that he is hiding on purpose because she is very confident that she lost it somewhere in the kitchen. And I was like, no, I haven't seen it. And Kotori doesn't believe it. Kotori groaned while staring at my face as she was trying to see if I was telling the truth or not. With a straight face, I wiped the dishes with a towel. With no way to check, she went to look elsewhere. I'll put your dinner in the microwave or in the fridge, heat up in the microwave, and eat it later, okay? Okay? So I'm pretty sure Aoi wants to seek a better solution than to have her go ahead and submit the withdrawal to the school. Because he really wants to know what's going on with Kotori, and there's something that might be really bothering her, and he wants to seek a solution to fix that, instead of just taking the permanent conclusion to withdraw from school. And I'm pretty sure the classmates are worried about her as well, because they would really like to see Kotori back in school again, especially now that the school has been constructed with her in mind. Wheelchair ramps, wide hallways. And there might be something wrong about school that is bothering her to the point where she doesn't want to enjoy it. Or she doesn't enjoy school. It looks like Kotori is really planning to drop out of school. But what am I doing? But it kind of feels like he's being too nosy over her situation. It's like, well, why did I just keep it? Why should I think I should just give it back to her and let her take care of it. Well, because it's kind of a private matter. If she wants to withdraw, maybe it's better if he does let her withdraw. Then I still not even understanding those feelings myself. So it looks like Ageha managed to physically walk over to the Flying Fish Manor to wake Aoi up. And there she is. Wait, what are you doing here? So you really are the dorm mother. So I kind of feel like Ageha's kind of questioning if he really was the dorm mother, and it looks like she went to check on it herself. And it's true. She remarked as she saw me wearing an apron. So this is called the Witch's Mansion. What's wrong with it? And she doesn't believe that it's a school dormitory for Keifu. I wonder if the word student dormitory is carved anywhere in the building. Well, I was surprised as well to think that I would become the caretaker of a place that we used to sneak into when we were kids. I wonder if it was like unoccupied back then, and then the school bought it out and converted it into a dormitory. Well, then again, the dormitory, it probably was a dormitory for a while, because the dorm mother has been here for quite some time, and she's worked for many years, and the only reason why Aoi took over was because the dorm mother fell ill and had to go to the hospital. So he's just filling in. But it looks like Ageha wants to be here as well. Well, if I were living with you, Aoi, it'd definitely be fun. So why don't you come here then? Well, I think she has a local home nearby, so she doesn't need to live in a dormitory. Or maybe Ageha just wants Aoi to follow her or walk together to school. She is, after all, my #1 best friend. Oh yeah, so I also asked Kotori to come to school with me. I was also wrong. So Miss Aluo? I think that term was coined by Aoi himself when he saw Kotori on top of Windmill Hill. No, it's nothing. Yeah, he shouldn't bring that up if it was his own term. While blushing due to the misunderstanding, I looked back towards Kotori's room. So it looks like she hasn't woken up. Even if she gets up now and takes time eating breakfast, she can still make it with time to spare.
そっか。じゃあ待たせてもらおっかな。
Okay then, I'll just wait here.
ごちそうさま。
So it looks like Ageha had some breakfast. Well, there's still some left.
悪いけど朝からこんないっぱい食べれないって。
I think she ate too much. You're joking, right? I only gave you a little bit. I don't know how much is a little bit. Might be a little bit for Aoi, might be a lot for Ageha.
運動部の子でも朝からこんな山盛りのナポリタン食べないよ。
So I'm pretty sure a little bit does not mean a huge bowl of Neapolitan pasta. That's more than a little bit. Yeah, I guess. So I wonder how much is a lot in Aoi's terms. Kanako ate the whole thing again this morning though. So, what about the taste though?
美味しかったよ。
That was good. Really?
ほんと。量が多いから途中で飽きてきたけど。
Okay. With good food, it tastes good no matter how much you eat.
あんたの味覚って昔っから大雑把よね。
But you know, you've always had an unrefined palate, you know. So maybe his taste needs a bit of adjustment. I hug my head in dismay.
なんでそんなショック受けてんの?
I wonder what's wrong. No one's perfect at cooking, and there's always room for improvement. Well, the truth is, Ageha had revealed the reason since yesterday. The boarders haven't been eating my cooking properly. So maybe it didn't taste that well, and he made so much of it, and that's why they were stuffed easily, and that's why they were leftovers. Except for Kanako, because she's okay with lots of food. I thought I asked her opinion, which is why I made Ageha some food and got her to eat it. It was made from leftovers ingredients anyways.
朝から生姜焼きとかナポリタンとか果てしなく女子受けしなさそうなメニューね。
So like, from a girl's perspective, that kind of breakfast is pretty bad or like not appropriate.
もっとこう爽やかなのはないの？パスタにしてもトマトソース系とか和風にするとかさ。
So why don't you make pasta with tomato sauce or Japanese style? Well, cooking for girls is so difficult. Well, we're human anyways. If it tastes good, it tastes good. That's what I believed. Just as I was seriously troubled by this, I heard the squealing sound of turning wheels coming from... Oh, I heard the squeaking of turning wheels coming from the hallway. First, Hat the Duck came into the dining hall, then Kotori came in after him. It's the opposite to usual. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the video here. I think this is enough for episode 7. So in the next episode, we're gonna see if Kotori is gonna go to school today. Now that Ageha is here to help her, And I think one of the reasons why she couldn't go to school was that it's quite distant away, and being on a wheelchair really puts you at a risk. Because what happened in the beginning was that Kotori's wheelchair had a flat tire, and that made her immobile. And she waited for at least an hour for Aoi or somebody to come and save her. And being inconvenient, it's gonna be really hard for her to have a reliable trip to the school. And that's why she kind of feels withdrawn, and she wants to quit school. But I kind of feel like she wants to be independent and being able to go to school by herself. But being stuck in a wheelchair, she's vulnerable to being stranded, and losing this freedom is kind of depressing. But hopefully Aoi and Ageha and the classmates can cheer her up, because of course not everybody is perfectly healthy, and we should try to accommodate people like Kotori, who's confined in a wheelchair. So with that in mind, I'll see you in the next episode.